Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm in the same spot again. It has been so dark so early lately, and yeah, I just realized that the way that the sun sets and the time that it sets now, it's gonna be dark like very early in my house. So we're using the light again. I hope that's okay. We're still in my living room. But today we're doing the November update for my Project Pan series. I cannot believe that. It's absolutely insane to me that October's over. I feel like it went by really, really quickly. And yeah, I have a really good update, so I'm excited to get into it. And I had a really good Halloween. I hope you guys did too. I'll insert a picture of what I did as like a little Halloween post this year. I usually do one every single year and I try to be creative with them, and I'm really proud of my one this year. But yeah, let me just jump into the update. Okay, so my first thing, of course, is my Tati LOC shadow stick, and I used this 26 times in October. I've said this before, it's one of those just like slowly but surely things. I'll show you what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. I think it's pretty good. I have a good amount of use on it, still like using it. I don't think I'm gonna be finishing it by the end of the year. We'll see, I still have 2 more months, of course, but it's just slow moving, so yeah. All right, next up is my Ciate translucent setting powder. I used this also 26 times in October, and I am getting a good amount of use on this. Definitely won't have this one done by the end of the year, but I mean, I am really proud of my progress and how much powder I've actually used up this year, considering that at the start of this year, I definitely wasn't a powder girly at all, and now I actually like to set more of my face than I did at the beginning of the year. I think that that is kind of a win for me and an interesting progression in my makeup habits, so I'm very happy with that. Next up is my ColourPop Lunch Money Super Shock Highlighter. This is what it's looking like. I also used this one 26 times in October, and I'm really happy with my progress. I feel like it's a lot flatter than it was, and my pan is a lot bigger. I feel like I might get this one done by the end of the year, who knows? But I am really happy with my progress on it no matter what. And yeah, I've just been really enjoying using it. I feel like it's become one of my favorite highlighters. I always say that with whatever highlighter I'm using, but I don't mind using this one every single day because I really like it. Next up is my Chapstick Sweet Papaya Lip Balm, and this is actually the first product that I used up in October, so I'm really happy about that. I used this 22 times in October, and it definitely was getting to the point where I could not get any more product out of it. It's like super flat, it doesn't like roll up anymore, and I was like trying to dig it out and it just wasn't worth it to me. I'm really, really happy I got this one rolled out in October, especially because it is a summer scent and it is a lighter lip balm, and I've been preferring using heavier lip balms now that it's colder out and it's just drier in general. So I'm really happy to have this used up when I did, and I'm excited to roll in another lip balm because you know that that's coming if you've watched my series at all. Okay, next up is my Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes Mascara. I used this a total of 25 times in October. I swear to you that this is never ending. Like, it is magical. This is like the elixir of life or something. I don't know what's in this, but it is getting markedly drier, like even more than last month. So I feel like next month will be the last month. I finished up another mascara this month that I use in tandem, and I opened that around the same time as this one. So I feel like I just haven't used a lot of full-size mascaras, and I think I just forgot how long they actually can last. So hopefully I will have this used up in November. I think it'll get to the point where it's too dry to use, but right now it's still good. I still really like using it. I'm not gonna say that it's done just because I want it to be done and roll something else in if I'm still like using it and enjoying it. So this is alive for another month. Hopefully I finish it in November, but if not, definitely in December. I can't imagine it going past this year. But yeah, I'm still really liking it. It adds a lot of volume. It works really well, especially being drier. And like I said last month and in previous months, if you want a mascara that's gonna last you a really long time, this is the one. Okay, next up is my MCO Beauty Cheek Stick. It's the blush in the shade Bronze, and I'll show you where it is at. I basically almost flattened it, and this is what it's looking like overall. I used this a total of 22 times in October, but I have decided actually, and this is the first time I'm doing this the whole year, kind of the first time I'm doing this at all, I think, in a project pan, that I'm going to be decluttering this. This past month especially has taken a turn, and it has a really, really bad smell to it now. It smells a lot like rotting crayons, like just, you know, that bad makeup smell, to the point where I know it's bad and I do not want to keep using it. I did notice that it had started breaking me out on my cheeks. I do not usually break out on my cheeks, so it just has to go. It's not good anymore, unfortunately. The whole goal of me rolling it in was to use it up before it went super bad, because it did kind of smell a little bit off, and I knew that I was playing with fire with that, but it definitely is past its point now, unfortunately, and so I am going to be rolling it out completely. This is why I like doing project pans, so that I can use products up before they go bad, and unfortunately I just didn't roll this one in soon enough. You know, it's not something that I even had for that long of a time. I think when I had gotten it, I think it probably had been sitting on a shelf for a long time, or maybe it's just not a product that's supposed to last that long, but you'll see by the weight difference that I definitely used up a good amount of this product, just nowhere near the amount that I needed to be able to use it up completely. And it is a product that is super pigmented and really blendable, and I really like it, and I like the formula, and I like the color of it, especially for fall. I think it was the perfect color for October, just very like ruddy kind of russet color. Went super well with all my makeup looks. It just isn't a product that I can use with good conscience anymore. I don't enjoy using it because I know that it's bad. And so for that reason, I decided to use it through to the end of December, and then I was like, okay, it's time to roll it out. And I have never done that before, so this one will be going in the trash because it's obviously bad. But I did like it for what it was, and I'm glad I got the usage out of it that I did, because if I hadn't rolled it in, I wouldn't have even gotten the usage that I did. It was gonna take way, way longer than this. This was gonna be a product that was gonna be in for like another 6 months. So on one hand, that's kind of nice for me that I'll get to roll something else in, but on the other hand, I know that I'm throwing out product that could have been used if I'd used it sooner. But I am happy with this. I did get it for free, like in either a subscription box or in like an advent calendar. So I didn't pay for this. I'd never heard of the brand before. So for what it actually is, the fact that I got it for free, I think that I got more than my money's worth out of it, obviously, because I got it for free, and I did enjoy using it for what it was. So bittersweet, but I'm obviously excited to be rolling something else in place of this, and yeah. All right, and then my next product is my Bare Minerals Spark Plug Lip Gloss, and this is the other product that I used up in the month of October. October was, again, just a lip product month. I used this a total of 24 times in October, and it looks like there's a lot of product left in there, but I promise you there's not. I was like literally scraping the sides of it for my last couple uses of it, and I didn't even want to say that it was done. My friend came up for Halloween and I was using it, and she was like, girl, that lip gloss is dead. You need to let it die. And I was like, okay. But it's just one of my favorite lip glosses. I've loved using it this past month. I loved using it up. One of my favorite formulas, one of my favorite shades. It was a really, really good choice for me to roll in, A, because I'm one lip product down, but also because it is just a lip gloss that I really, really loved and loved using up. So I think it was, again, a good choice for the months of September and October. I think it was a really, really good color for both of those months. I am excited to use other lip colors now, obviously, going into November, but I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with my usage on this, and it makes me excited to roll in other lip products and bigger lip products, because I have been able to get through so many little glosses. I feel like most of my products that I wanted to use up completely, that I had like half used up, I have rolled in this year and used up completely, so I'm really happy with that. And this lip gloss will be sorely missed, so. All right, and then I have my Revlon Candid Concealer. I used this a total of 27 times in the month of October. This one, I feel like I'm also so close to using up. You can even see some like windowing in the little like window here. But there's still product. Like, I know it's not completely gone, otherwise I obviously would have rolled it out, but I do still have product left. I have really enjoyed using this. I feel like as it gets closer to being done, it's becoming less opaque. I am kind of using it in conjunction with other concealers to kind of add a little bit more coverage, but I mean, it is a medium coverage concealer to begin with. I am still really liking it though. I think even in the fall, it's worked really well for me. For like moisture levels, even though I have like drier skin. So yeah, I'm really liking this, and I think this will definitely be done next month, or at least by December at the most, because I am so close to finishing it. It feels so light in my hands. Okay, next up is my Bahama Mama bronzer. So I use this, or I'll show you where it's at right now. I feel like it definitely has a much bigger dip than it did before. I feel like I'm so close to hitting pan on this, but I don't know how deep these pans specifically in the minis are. So in the past, when I've panned balm products, I feel like it's taken me forever, but bronzers are one of the more quickly used products in my collection because I put them on more areas of my face than basically anything else except for like foundation, maybe even more than foundation because I have like a lot of cheek area. But I use this 27 times in the month of October. I really, really like this bronzer. It's super easy to travel with because it's just so small and it comes with its own little mirror. So I have really, really enjoyed this. I am gonna keep enjoying it. This is one of those products that I'm not like dying to use up anytime soon because I do like it, but it is a pleasure to pan and I am just kind of waiting to see the little silver and hit pan on it. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can at least hit pan on it by the end of the year. I'm definitely not gonna be using it up by the end of the year, but I would like to at least hit pan on it by the end of the year. All right, and then the last product I have from my October 10 is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I don't know how well this is gonna show up because of the lights, because this is so reflective, but this is like a smoothing and blurring primer. I have a mini of it. I used this 27 times in the month of October. I thought I was gonna be able to use it up completely in the month of October. That obviously did not happen. As you can see, it's super flat, but for this, I only need a little tiny bit of it because I only put it like right here and on my chin a little bit. I don't like the feeling of it everywhere on my face, and I layer it with other primers. One of the reasons that I wanted to use this up is because as it gets drier, I use an oil primer, and I didn't think that this would mix well with the oil primer, but I actually tried it with the oil primer today, and as long as I'm not putting them like directly on each other back to back, it's totally fine. I kind of realized that if I put this on first, just in like the areas that I like to put it on, and then I put the oil primer in other places, like I have a lot of dryness on like the sides of my cheeks and then here, like around this area of my face and like my forehead. So I just put the oil primer there. So I'm kind of spot priming and that seems to work really well. It's a really good mix for me and a really good balance. But yeah, I definitely thought I was gonna use this up. I just need so little of it every single day that I haven't used it up yet. And there is surprisingly a lot more in this little mini than you would think. So I'm hoping to have it used up in November, but I'm less worried about using it up now that I know I can use it with my oil primer. So I don't mind if I don't finish this in November because I know I can use it now throughout the months where it is colder and drier. I still would like to use it up. It is my oldest primer by a lot and I just don't really feel the need to have it. So I do still want to use it up completely, but again, just less worried about using it up sooner. And yeah, I'll just see whenever I can use this, hopefully by the end of the year. So I used 3 products up in the month of October and that brings my total products used up to 25, which I'm really happy with. I'm kind of aiming for 30 by the end of the year just because I feel like it's only 5 in 2 months and I've been on a pretty good track record of at least 2 every single month except for like 1 or 2 there. So I don't know, I think I'll be able to do it. Hope so. Fingers crossed that I'll be able to finish 30 by the end of the year because I just feel like that's a satisfying number. But yes, I'm at 25 now, which I'm really happy with. Okay, and now to move into the products that I am rolling in for November. So the first one I have is a lip balm to replace my Chapstick Sweet Papaya lip balm. And this is a soft lips lip balm. So earlier in the year, I panned a soft lips lip balm and I'm gonna be adding another one in because I love these lip balms, but I do have a ton of them. I've gotten them in like packs over the years, and this one is actually from the same pack that the Soft Lips lip balm that I panned earlier is from. It's from like a fall winter pack, and that one was like the orange cranberry one, but this one is apple chai cider, which I think is just the perfect scent to roll in for November. Like apple chai cider, November. Absolutely perfect autumn lip balm. I do love these lip balms. I have for a really long time, one of my favorite lip balm formulas. They just have a slight minty tingle, which is really nice. And I also like how small the applicators are. They're great to have under other lip products, so I'm really enjoying that. I felt like my other soft lips panned a lot quicker than I was expecting it to, so hopefully that will be the case with this one and I'll be able to use it up by the end of the year. I'm just more excited to have a fall scented lip balm to use and to be back on my soft lips grind because I absolutely love soft lips lip balm. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. Hopefully I can use it up. Okay, my next product is a blush because I rolled out / decluttered / am throwing out that MCO Beauty blush. I wanted to have another blush in because I like having blush. It's just fun and I feel like it's very seasonal, but I didn't know what blush to do because the cream slash liquid blushes that I have right now, none of them are really wintry fall colors, and also none of them I really want to be panning right now. Like all of them are ones that I like and are newer. So I was looking through my blush collection and I realized that 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, a long time ago now, when I first heard about project panning, I was dead set on panning this miniature Tarte blush that I had in the shade Party. Now, if you remember a million years ago when those Tarte Amazon Clay blushes came out, they are absolutely a ride or die product for a lot of people. And there used to be at Sephora, the birthday gift for like years was a miniature Party blush and their like birthday suit liquid lip or something like that. And I got that as a birthday gift from like Sephora a million years ago. And I had it and I loved that blush and I wore it all the time and I thought I'd use it up. But the thing is those blushes take 9 million years to use up, and it was a miniature one at that. So eventually I'd used up so much of it and I had a pan in the middle, and so I decided to repress it. And what I decided to repress it in was this Tarte palette that I had used up the highlighter and the bronzer. So this Tarte palette is the Hamptons Weekender contour palette, and it's like a little it had like a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. And I used up the highlight and I used up the bronzer, and I had this blush, and I thought that the blushes looked really similar to Party, also by Tarte. So I was like, oh, I'll put them next to each other so I can just kind of like dip into both and I can use it up. And it's funny because, as you can see, this is my Tarte Party. I have very little of it, but I forgot about it. I completely forgot about it, and it's just been sitting in the back of my blush drawer for like a million years. And so when I was going through my blushes, I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to pan this like a million years ago, and I never actually finished it. So I want to finish it this year, and it's the perfect time for it because it is late fall into winter, and this is definitely a winter blush shade for me, like kind of that rosy mauve-y color, and it is a really pretty blush. I have it on today. I really like it for the winter and for like holiday season. So yes, my goal is to completely finish this blush down here, this like very shittily repressed pan of Tarte Party. The number one thing I will say is that having this mini Amazon Clay blush for a million years has made me never want to buy a full-size one. I just cannot imagine being able to pan it. Like I just feel like you'd have it for the rest of your life, you know what I mean? Like I would have that blush till I died. And I still have this blush to use up as well from this palette. But first my goal is to just use up this blush. I feel like me from 6 years ago or whenever I got it would be so excited that I had used it up completely. So yeah, my goal is to just have this used up by the end of the year. I would say that I'm so certain that I could use it up by the end of the year, but here's the thing. This is the most pigmented blush, and even repressed it's pigmented, which is insane. So I feel like it's gonna take me longer than I think, but I don't have that much product in here. We shall see how much I get used up in November, and then I'll kind of reassess going into December if I can use it up by the end of the year, but whew, it is a long time coming. So yes, this is the blush that I'm rolling in, and the only thing that I would say is that I've been using a cream blush for like over a year, so I feel like having a powder blush back in is gonna be so weird and such a weird adjustment for me, but I enjoyed using it today. We'll see. I feel like I'm gonna end up using some sort of cream eventually, like layered on top of that, but it is a really good base color and it looks really good on me, so I'm excited about that. And then finally, my last product, I wanted to roll in another lip product because I've enjoyed panning lip products so much the past couple months. And like I said, most of the lip products that I had wanted to pan completely, I did use up this past year so far. But I realized I do have a couple other lip products that I want to use up. They're just not lip glosses. So what I'm rolling in is from Bite, and this is one of their agave lip masks in the shade Maple. And you can see, I don't know if you can see this, it is so banged up and so used. It is about, I would say, a third used up. Here's the thing, I love these Bite lip masks. Like I love them. Like I'm obsessed with them. I have 3. I have Champagne, which is the original that they came out with, I'm pretty sure. And then I have Maple, and then I also have Crushed, which is like a berry. And typically I use the champagne one in the summer because it's like a light rose gold shade. I use maple in the fall / winter, and then I use crushed in like the winter / spring. So I usually have like one going on at all times, but I do really love them, and I've been like low-key trying to pan them for a long time because they are really old. Number one, Bite is like going out of business. Number two, this is their old formula of agave lip mask, so the non-vegan version. And also, they're just products I really love, so I want to be able to use them up before they go bad. I love reapplying these throughout the day, and I also really love them for the winter because they are super moisturizing, really thick balm. I love the scent of them. This one smells like maple. They're just some of my favorite lip products overall. And so I decided to roll this one in because I do truly love it. I'm gonna be using it a lot, so why not have it rolled in and see how much product I can get used up by the end of the year. I don't think that I'm gonna be using this one up completely by the end of the year, but I wanna get it a lot flatter and get more use out of it in hopes that next year I can pan 1 or 2 of my agave lip masks. Even though it is sad that they don't exist anymore, the point of products that you love is to use them up. I have learned that from panning a couple lip glosses that I absolutely love, and so I feel like that has just been a really enjoyable experience. I like panning products that I love and using them up completely. So I want to pan another product that I love. Okay, so that is my November update for my Project Pan. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really loving it. I am really happy with the progress that I've made and my products that I am choosing. I feel like as I've gone through this, I have gotten better and better at picking products. And even though I'm disappointed about having to roll out a product, I'm excited about the ones that I am rolling in. If you like this video, please like it. And if you like me, please subscribe. I just hit 200 subscribers, which is like super duper exciting to me. So let's keep it going. I am like so pumped about it. I love when people comment on my videos. So please comment if you have anything at all. Just tell me how your day is. I don't really care what it is. I just like to see your comments. With that, I hope you're having a great day, week, month, year, wherever you are, and that you had a really good October into November. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.